Hi, everybody. Welcome to our Monday Night Live. I'm so excited to have you all with us. Don't forget to let me know where you're watching from, and we're going to show you some great projects with Bowdabra. In case you're not familiar with Bowdabra or with me, I'm Sandy Sandler, and I'm the creator of the Bowdabra Bow Maker. And the Bowdabra is literally the world's best bow maker. And I'm going to show you for the next half hour some great projects you can make with the Bowdabra. So let's get started. Let me get over here and I'm going to go to the overhead camera. So if you're not familiar with the Bowdabra, what's really cool about it is that there are springs underneath here. So it's going to automatically adjust to all the stuff that I put into it. Then we also have mini Bowdabra, which is the same as the big Bowdabra. It's just mini and you can make little bows, and we'll show you that in a minute. Then we also have our Bowdabra bow wire. And hi, Rose. And definitely let me know where you're watching from, because you could have an opportunity to win a free roll of our Bowdabra Scrunchy Ribbon. And we'll announce that towards the end of the live. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to take a piece of my Bowdabra bow wire, I'm going to fold it in half and lay it down into my Bowdabra. I'm just going to tuck the ends underneath so they stay out of my way. Now I'm going to take 2 yards of our mesh ribbon, and I'm just going to kind of roll it here so that we have. Hello, Maria. It's great to see you. Yeah, I haven't been on for the last 2 weeks. We always try to alternate our designers so that you get to see different kinds of projects. So now I'm making our what we call our scrunchy bow, and all I'm doing, I've got 2 yards of our 21-inch wide mesh, and I'm just going to scrunch this down into my Bowdabra. And I'll show you our regular scrunchy ribbon in just a little bit. And we're just going to scrunch all this down in here, and that's going to be the base of my bow. Then I've got my flowers. We're just going to lay those down in here, and then I have my yellow flowers. I think the yellow looks so pretty with the blue. We'll just lay those down in here, and we'll take our butterfly and daisy ribbon. We're just going to twist it and fold it back over and twist. And this is what we call our fold and twist bow. So we've done 2 different types of bows here. And I'm going to just fold. So all I'm doing here is folding and twisting. And the reason that I twist it is I have the wrong side, or the ugly side of our ribbon, on the inside of my loop. And I'll fold it back over so that the pretty side is on the outsides of our loops. And we're just going to keep folding and twisting. And don't forget to let us know where you're watching from. And just for those of you who aren't aware, we have our Bowdabra blog, where every week we have new projects that go up, new videos and projects that we do. And now what I'm going to do is just make a little loop that's going to be our button loop. And let's see if I can find my wand. Oh, here it is. And I'm going to just take my wand, scrunch everything down. Now this could be a really pretty door swag. And bring this up here. Now the reason that I folded it in half is now I have to bring the 2 ends through my loop, so it's like a slip knot, and I'll just pull it through really tight, pull it out of my Bowdabra. And you can see what's great about this wire is I'm not struggling with my bow. And I'm just going to turn it over, bring this back over here. Now this could be a really pretty door swag, or you could tie it onto a wreath if you have a large wreath form. We'll just triple knot that there. And let's go back to the front view. And now you can see how pretty this turns out with all of our flowers, and it's so simple. Thank you, Nancy. Yeah, I love these colors. So now I'm going to take this and put it aside, and we're going to switch up and go to our mini Bowdabra. And since today is St. Patrick's Day, I thought we'd use our pretty St. Patrick's Day ribbon with the shamrocks and make a fun little mini bow using our shamrock ribbon. So now what I'm going to do, let's go back to the overhead camera, and I'm just going to fold my wire in half, lay this down into my Bowdabra, tuck the ends underneath. And for those of you who aren't familiar, if you go to YouTube at Bowdabra, we have over 950 Bowdabra videos on YouTube. And actually, we probably have more than that now because I haven't looked recently to see how many we have. So all I'm doing here is we're doing another fold and twist. But what's nice is you can make really nice sized bows in the mini as well. So we're just going to fold and twist. So it's just like you're making a regular bow, but because of the springs, the Bowdabra is holding all my ribbon in the Bowdabra, or the mini Bowdabra. So let me know which Bowdabra you have. Do you have the mini or do you have the regular? It's always fun to know which Bowdabras everybody's got. And now I'm going to make my little button loop. So you can see you can make a nice size bow in the mini, and I could even make this bigger if I had more ribbon. And now I'm going to take my wire, bring it up through my slip knot, pull it tight while it's still in the Bowdabra, pull it out, separate my ends, bring it around to the back, and we're just going to tie and tie another knot. And this could be pretty on a package, or let's cut this little piece here because we don't need that. And take my little button loop in the center, and we're just going to shape this out. Bring my tails down, and I'm going to cut the wire off, so kind of get it out of the way there. And again, don't forget to let me know where you're watching from. We get people from all over the world watching, which is really fun. And if you're watching the replay, please let me know that you're watching the replay. So put in a replay, and you can see how cute and pretty that is and how super simple it is to make. So I'm going to put this one aside, take my mini and put that aside, and now we're going to go back to a big bow. We'll do another door swag. And I'm going to use my silver wire. And we do get a lot of questions as to where to buy the Bowdabras and the wire. You can buy the smaller rolls of the wire at Hobby Lobby and the Bowdabras as well, or you can buy them on Amazon and at Bowdabra.com. So again, I folded my wire in half and laid that down into the Bowdabra. Now let's go to the overhead view here. And again, I've got about 2 yards of my 21-inch wide mesh. We're just going to scrunch this down. I love doing the backgrounds of the Bowdabra, of the swags, and just scrunch this down. And I just love the spring colors. Nancy has both, Rose has both. And now what I'm going to do is and I'm just going to lay these down in here. So I've just sort of separated out. I think what I'm going to do is actually Bring this like that. And now what I'm going to do is take my purple ribbon. We'll take our tails and have our tails going down. I love this Easter ribbon. It's so much fun. And we're just going to twist and fold and twist and twist. So it's all we're doing here is just folding and twisting. So does anybody have any plans for St. Patrick's Day? Or are you just going to make a quiet night of it? And twist it. Fold and twist. And we'll just bring that back around here. And now we're going to try a different style of bow. We're going to add in our pink ribbon. And I'm just going to twist it and lay this down in here. So these are kind of like, it's our funky bow style. And now I'm going to do the tail on the other side. And lay this down in here. And put this here. And we have one more. Twist that. And lay this down there. And then I have our pretty burlap ribbon. And we're just going to finish it up. Now we want, this is the wrong side and this is the right side. So I'm just going to do the same twist and fold. Actually, do I have that right? Nope, I didn't. Okay, so the wrong side's on the inside of my loop. And we're just going to fold and twist. And what I love about this burlap is on Bowdabra.com, we have it in all different colors. And it's a really nice quality wired burlap, which I love. And just bring this back over here. And I'm going to make my little button loop right in the center here. Take my wand, give everything a really good scrunch. And take my wire, bring that back up here. Pull it tight while it's still in the Bowdabra. And pull it out. And this is what I love about the wire. I know I'll say this a million times, but is I'm not struggling with my bow. And I'm just going to tie everything off. And tie a knot. Let's just double knot that for safety. And bring these up here. And now we're just going to shape out all of our loops. And let's dovetail the ends of these. So how many of you have had the Bowdabra? How long have you had the Bowdabra? Joy's a swag person. I love these swags, and I love how you can take the florals and just lay them right into your Bowdabra and not need to worry about hot glue, because I am not a hot glue person. My fingers don't like the glue gun. Oops, looks like we missed a tail here. And let's take this up to the front and show you guys how pretty this came out. And it's so super simple to make in the Bowdabra. So now I'm going to take this and put it aside. And again, for those of you watching the replay, please let me know that you're watching the replay. And now what we're going to do is we're going to make what we call a scrappy bow. Now, where'd I put my gold ribbon, gold wire? So I'm going to take some of my gold Bowdabra bow wire and lay this down into my Bowdabra and just tuck the ends underneath so they stay out of the way. And now what I'm going to do is take my tails. I love, this is our cabana stripe ribbon. And again, another beautiful color of our, and I love the yellows for spring. Let's do this here. And now what I'm going to do is take my florals, just lay those down in here. And don't forget to let us know. So Wanda's had her Bowdabra for a year. Oh, how funny. And now this is what we call our scrappy bow. And what I love about it is it's a great way to use up ribbon that isn't big enough really for a loopy bow. Take some more of our cabana, lay this down in here. And I think these colors are so pretty for spring. Lay this here. Lay these down in here. So it's a great way to use up ribbon that you might actually, let me alternate in here with these bubbles. And take this down here. Move this off the screen. And take this here. So it looks so pretty, and you'd never know that you're just using scraps of ribbon when it's finished. And just take this, and I'm going to do another scrappy bow in a minute because I love these. And what I love about this is there's nobody that can't make this bow. I mean, I challenge anybody to say that they can't do this because it's so super simple. And now I'll take my wand, give everything a good scrunch, and we'll take our wire, and again, we folded it in half, so all I'm doing here is just pulling it through the slip knot, pull it tight while it's still in the Bowdabra, pull it out, and I love this because I get to show off our beautiful spring ribbons. And tie a knot, and tie another knot. And again, this could easily be tied onto a wreath. And let's just shape everything. Probably the hardest part of this is just the fluffing, which isn't very hard. But I'm just pulling everything in opposite directions. And just pull this up here. You can see how pretty this turns out and how super simple it was to make. So now I'm going to go and we're going to make using some of our beautiful monarch ribbon. I'm going to put this aside. Take my big Bowdabra again. And like my roll is wanting to, and cut this here. Thank you, Barbara. Thank you, everybody, for your kind comments. I love it. Now I'm just going to fold this in half and tuck it underneath. And we'll go do another scrappy bow in just a minute. But I'm going to start by taking our tails and laying them down into my Bowdabra. Go to the overhead camera here. and take this here and just scrunch that down in there. We have our tails, and now I'm going to just lay in, and I love adding the florals, and these are just branches, and we'll cover them up with our monarch ribbon. And all I'm doing again is just doing our fold and twist style bow. So we're just folding and twisting. And again, I want to thank everybody who stuck with us last week when we had technical difficulties. It happens in the lives, and sometimes the Wi-Fi goes out or something happens and it's out of our control. But you guys were such good sports about it. And just going to make this, and now these loops I'm just going to make a little bit smaller. And fold and twist. And again, I'm twisting so that I have the right side of the ribbon, or the pretty side of the ribbon, on the outside of our loops. And don't forget to let me know where you're watching from, because we'll be picking a winner soon for a roll of our scrunchy ribbon. And I'll demo the scrunchy ribbon again. Most of you already know how it works, and let's just, whoops. That's a funky little, and now I'm just going to take my flower and put that in the center. And take my wand to give everything a really good scrunch. And take my Bowdabra bow wire, and again, I folded it in half, so I'm just pulling it through my slip knot, pulling it tight while it's still in the Bowdabra, bringing it out, separate the ends, bring it around to the back, and again, I'm just going to tie a knot, tie another knot. Let's just give that one more. And again, this would be really pretty if you tied it onto a wreath. And I'm just going to twist, give everything a good fluff. And go back to the front camera, and you can see how pretty that turned out. And it's so simple to make. Now let's go ahead and show you what we've made so far. So in just like 25 minutes, we've made this beautiful bow. We made this beautiful bow. Whoops. The swag, using our big roses. And again, we didn't have to use a glue gun or anything to put everything in here. In just a minute, we'll be picking, and then we have our really pretty little St. Patrick's Day bow and our big blue swag with all the flowers in it. Whoops, let's get that going this way. There we go. And now we're going to make another, what I call our scrappy bow. Oh, we have a winner. Gwen's Creations from South Carolina. So Gwen, please make sure that you PM Bowdabra on Facebook, and let me know if you want the gold, the silver, or the red. This is our scrunchy ribbon, and this is a little bow that we made using our scrunchy ribbon, and it comes, and it's a we call it scrunchy because it scrunches up. In fact, here, let me show you really quickly. We're still going to make our scrappy bow, so definitely stay, don't leave, because we're not done yet. Yeah, I really like the blue one too. I like the blue and the yellow. So all I'm doing, and we're just scrunching it in here. And the more scrunchy ribbon you use, the bigger and puffier the bow will be. And we'll just pull this through here, pull it tight while it's still in my Bowdabra, pull it out. So you can make regular bows using the scrunchy ribbon, but I kind of like, and then now this is nice with the wire, I'm just going to twist it. And we're just going to put it all here. It's almost like a little flower. See how fun and simple that is to make. So now we're going to make one more bow. So definitely, Gwen, let us know where you're watching, I mean, not where you're watching from, what color, if you'd like the red, the gold, or the silver. They're all great colors. So now I'm going to take my Bowdabra bow wire. And again, you can buy the Bowdabra bow wire on Amazon or Bowdabra.com. And I do want to thank everybody who's, so now I'm going to take this, and again, we've already dovetailed the ends. And let's go to the overhead camera so you can see better what I'm doing here. And what's cool with this too is I can shape it as I go. And just shape this out here. And it's just the best way to get rid of your scraps of ribbon. Which you might not have a use for, but with our scrappy bows, or I also like to call it a package bow. And we'll just scrunch this down in here. And take some of our pretty green burlap. Just kind of finish it up. So you can mix and match. And then I'm going to finish this with a scrunchy style bow in the center. So we're just going to scrunch that down there and give everything a good push. And now I'm going to just pull this through here. Pull it tight while it's still in the Bowdabra. Pull it out. And bring it around to the back. And tie it off. And tie a knot. So, scrunch that out. And don't forget that Mondays at 4 p.m. Pacific, 5 Mountain, 6 Central, and 7 Eastern, we do our Bowdabra Lives. And I want to thank everybody so much for joining me, and again for sticking through all our technical difficulties last week. And don't forget that on Mondays, didn't this come out pretty? And it's just scraps of ribbon, so simple to make. And every Wednesday, we have a new Bowdabra video that comes out on YouTube and on our Bowdabra blog. And then during the week, we have other projects. We have literally thousands of projects on our Bowdabra blog. So definitely check it out. And also don't forget to join our Facebook fan gallery. So I want to thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see you next week. So bye, and thank you.